What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having you look at the Marvel Legends X-Men series Kitty Pryde, aka Shadowcat. Really happy I found this girl in stores. She does come with a few accessories. She does come with her Juggernaut Build-A-Figure piece, an Onslaught Build-A-Figure piece, as well as Lockeeh. I think that's his name, Lockeeh. Anyway, we do have an image of Shadowcat on the side. That same image and Lockeeh on the back. It does say Kitty Pryde. We have an image of the figure. With her ability to elude attacks by making herself intangible, Catherine Kitty Pryde is an expert in defense. Really liking this image of Kitty Pryde. Other figures of this line include Wolverine, Kitty Pryde, Iceman, Havoc, Rogue, Phoenix, Cable, and Deadpool. You only need 7 out of the 8 figures to make Juggernaut, but if you're a completist, you're going to want to include Deadpool in your collection. That's Kitty Pryde for you. What I'm going to do is take a little break, get her opened up and out of the packaging, and then we'll go on to the rest of her review. So sit tight, everyone. So here we have Kitty Pryde posed and out of the packaging. Before we get on to her, let's actually show off her accessories. First off, I'd like to show you the Build-A-Figure piece of Onslaught she comes with. Now, I don't actually have the Onslaught Build-A-Figure at the moment. She does come with this really nice alternate head for that Build-A-Figure, so that's pretty cool that we actually do get the Magneto version for Onslaught. I don't know which one I'll have displayed, but it's probably going to be the Magneto Onslaught, so she does come with that. And her Juggernaut Build-A-Figure piece is the arm of Juggernaut. And this arm is just massive. If you were to just take the amount of plastic that is in Kitty Pryde, you could probably make the other arm of Juggernaut, because this feels like a substantial piece of plastic. Look, it's wider than her for the most part, so Juggernaut is going to be a really impressive figure when we get him all built, and I cannot wait for that. I have had a problem getting her to stand, so there is that. And the final accessory she does come with is Lockeeh. If we can just zoom in on Lockeeh. It's a very minimal paint effort on Lockeeh. You can see they did paint his eyes yellow. They do stand out amongst the purple, but they're not painted perfectly. As you can see, his right eye seems to be higher up than his left eye. But still a really nice figure. They didn't have to include it, but really glad they did, because you can actually pose Lockeeh on Kitty Pryde. You can either have him on her shoulder like the way I had him, or on her forearm, or however you want to have them posed. You can do that. Moving Lockeeh off to the side so we can go on to Kitty Pryde. Really nice figure. Hasbro does a lot of things right with this figure. In case you are wondering, they actually nailed the paint with the way it was supposed to be done. As you heard with my Wolverine review, yellow is a really hard color to paint on black. Luckily enough, they painted the black onto the yellow, so there is no issue with the transparency of the color, because it is black paint on yellow plastic, which gives her that really uniform color throughout her costume. The only yellow paint on her is right here at her ponytail, which unfortunately is solid, so you really don't get any playroom with that, and it does run the risk of breaking. But I'm willing to overlook that because she is a really nice figure. Let's actually go on to her details really fast. I am really loving this face sculpt for Kitty Pryde. I don't keep up with Marvel Comics as much as I should, but overall just a really pretty face for Shadowcat here, and there's some excess plastic on her chin. I'm going to have to get that off before we go into the final thoughts, but really nice face sculpt on her. It does kind of look like Ellen Page from some angles. I know it's not supposed to be, but it does have that Ellen Page feel. they did sculpt a new torso for her, as you can see right there. She is sporting new sculpted gloves, so that's really nice. Her belt is a floating piece, but it's not too big of a deal. And then she does have the boots, and the line isn't perfect, but you know, I'm willing to overlook it because they did a good job painting the black. If they had gone with yellow plastic on black, or yellow paint with black, that would have really made the figure seem a little, I don't want to say cheap, but when they do paint yellow on black, figures do tend to have that cheap feel to them. Getting the camera pose so we can go on to her articulation. She does have a ball jointed head. She can, okay, the movement right here is all on the ball joint. As you can see, she can look up and down, side to side, tilt her head left and right. Really don't get too much backward movement because of her ponytail. It does get in the way, and like I said, it's not articulated, so there is a chance that if you rough with it too much it will break. But she can look down, up, tilt her head side to side, look left and right. Arms on a ball joint go out, do a full 360. They do jet out at this angle only because of the way her torso is sculpted. Her arms go out, I would say about a little less than 45 degrees. But they do go all the way around. She has no bicep swivel, but she does have a bend in the elbow, as well as a spin in the elbow. And her hands, both hands bend and spin. So really good articulation there. She has a diaphragm joint, so she can crunch forward about that much, crunch back that far. Also moves side to side really well. Good posability on Shadowcat. She also spins at that joint. No articulation in the waist. Legs do go forward and back. They go out to about that far, which, yeah, they just, the way her legs are designed, they don't go out at all. Well, yeah, they do go out, but the way it's designed, I don't know, it's a really strange design, and I'm trying to show that off, but as you can see, they only go out to about that far, but if you move them forward a bit, they do go out further. I don't know why they did that, but she does spin at the thigh. She is double jointed in the knee. No boot swivel, but she does have a hinge in the ankle, as well as a rocker, so we can get her in all kinds of good poses. But that's Kitty Pryde for you, so what I'm going to do now is get her pose for my final thoughts. That will wrap up this review, so sit tight everyone. So here we have Shadowcat poses for my final thoughts. Overall, really nice figure. I do like the fact that Hasbro, did go the distance and actually sculpt new pieces for her rather than just painting on existing molds. So that's really nice. She does come with an essential piece of Juggernaut. She does come with the arm. If you're just looking for Shadowcat here, you are going to have a really nice figure on your hand. And if you want to complete the Magneto Onslaught, you do get that option. But still, really nice figure. I cannot be more happy with this purchase. She is a welcome addition to my collection, and she can be to yours. I found the entire line at Walmart. They just put out a fresh case, so I was able to pick up all 8 figures at once. If you can find Kitty Pryde, definitely look into her. She's a really nice looking figure. And this is King of Dragons 5000 saying, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, check out all my other action figure reviews. All my Marvel Legends reviews are up as well. And with that being said, I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.